Okay, in this video, excuse me, we are going to learn how to use an iPad as my business telephone. So remember, an iPhone is a phone, but an iPad has no talking device on it whatsoever. And I have two ways I can do this. One is I can use right up here, and I'll try to zoom in on it, is this application called Bria, which is a SIP client, or Session Initiated Protocol. That's what SIP stands for. Basically, it is your IP telephone client. That one works okay. It's not bad. The one we like better, though, is this Avaya Flare communicator. Avaya Flare has a lot more integration built into it to work with your Avaya IP office. However, both of them do require licenses and server licenses and user licenses. They're not that expensive on a monthly basis, but it is per user. And once you have the main server in there, then it's a lot more easy to use. So I'm going to zoom out here a little bit, and I'll just take you through a couple of ways to connect to your corporate phone system. See if I can scroll down here a little bit more. There we go. And the first thing, since I'm in my corporate office, I do not need to VPN in, but I do want to show you I can hit settings and I can hit VPN, and it's off. I can select Jeff's SIP phone VPN, which has been created, and if you have purchased IP enabled a system from us, which is an additional fee to IP enable it, then you will have this VPN connection already there. Maybe you didn't purchase it from us, but you had your own IT person create a VPN. And I think iPad, if I remember correctly, is Cisco's. So it has to be, yep, it is a Cisco VPN client. So it has to be one of those. Can't just be any VPN. But anyway, in this case, I don't have to connect to the VPN because I'm inside our office. But if I was on the road at a Starbucks or a hotel traveling overnight or just any remote place, I would have to connect to my VPN first. Once I do that, I go ahead and I launch my Avaya Flare communicator. And if you notice up here in the top left-hand corner, and I'll zoom in a little bit, it says not logged in. Okay. I tap that, and that prompts me for my login screen. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. And my extension number is 6010. My password, 1234, real secure. I click login. And now, if you notice, there's a little bar there that turned green. Basically, I'm available. Over on the right-hand side of my screen, all of my users on our system. I'll zoom in on those a little bit. And as you can see, I can just take my finger and scroll through them. That's what I really like about the Avaya Flare communicator. And if I want to talk to one of them, I can just sit here, and there's Bob Corson. I can drag Bob. Well, I can just click on him, and I'll start calling Bob. Hey Bob, I'm doing a demo video. Say hi to everybody on our demo video.
Hello everybody.
Good. Well, thanks for talking to you on my iPad through the Avaya Flare communicator, and just kind of demonstrating it. Now you get to say goodbye everybody.
Goodbye everybody. That sounds really clear. I did.
Oh good. Glad to hear that. Thanks Bob. Take care.
Right.
Then I just hit the little red button to hang up, the red handset there, and I'll zoom back out. But anyway, if I just want my keypad, I don't want to call someone on our system, I want to call, here we'll call my iPhone, put that right there next to it, dial 93032493201, call, and it should start ringing. There's the ringing. I'm on AT&T, so it's about a 2-ring delay. And there it is. Jeff's Works calling. Obviously I can answer. Hello, hello. And don't want to get reverb, so I'm going to end the call. But you can see it's a basic telephone. Actually, let's do that one more time. Call, and I want to show you some buttons that you can come up and start using. So I answer, and if you notice these 3 buttons here at the top, and I'll zoom in on them a little bit, I could mute the microphone, and now Jeff can't hear me. I can unmute it. I can put them on hold or pause, as they call it on the Avaya Flare. Right? If I want to conference in Bob, I can bring Bob over into the spotlight here, put him right there, and then click call. And what's going to happen is Bob's going to get picked up, and all 3 of us will be conferenced in together. So in this case, I'm going to let Bob go. We can go back to Jeff. And I'm going to end the call here. And I can put people's pictures in there. I don't have it set up right now, but if I did that, I can actually set it up where if I wanted have a, where I took a picture on my iPhone, I can actually set it up where all these images, I could have a picture of Bob there and a picture of Jeff and Lisa and so on and so forth. But that really makes it nice, and you can see if I can just touch the alphabet off to the right there, you can see I can go right to the person's name. Up here on system, I can also have a set of personal contacts. I haven't set up any personals, but I can put in my import. Actually, I already did it. It imported in all my contacts from Outlook. So now I have my personal contacts, and there's the system for the phone system. If I want to change my status, I don't want to log out. I just want to let people know that, you know what, I'm going to be in a meeting. I'm going to mark myself busy. And now the little check mark is by busy, and I'm on yellow. If I want to go offline, I can check myself that I'm offline, that I'm just I'm not even busy, I'm just not logged in. And when I want to let people know my presence, that I'm available again, now they can see that I'm available. So the Avaya Flare, and this right now is on iPad, and I believe it's also on the Android tablet. Up here you can see I have my all calls. This is my call log. So many people don't know phone numbers. They just look at their call log, missed calls or whatnot. I got all calls on there right now. Let me just zoom in so you can see me change this. All calls, but if I hit the drop down menu, I can look at just my missed calls. There's calls that I missed. Maybe my incoming calls, these are calls that I answered. And outgoing calls, these are calls that I made. Right? So, and then I can go back to all calls. And if I want to call one of them, I simply click on the dial pad, and there it started calling. There it is, calling my last call that I made, which was to my iPhone. Go ahead and answer it and end it. So it's really nice that you don't even have to travel with a laptop anymore. You can take these iPads with you that so many people have, and it can become your, not just a telephone, but your office telephone. This is, if I called somebody, the caller ID that's going to show up is my office phone number, which is really nice. So if someone calls me back and I'm not available, one of the advantages of calling my office phone number is if I'm not available, they can press 0 and get somebody else live in my office to help them. Where if they just called my cell phone number directly, I risk losing that customer and that revenue. And that's something that obviously most companies don't want to do nowadays. So the Avaya Flare, and then when I'm done, I'm just going to log out. And that logs me out. You can see up there. Going the wrong way, Jeff. It says not logged in, which obviously means logged out. And go back to my home screen, and it's back into iPad mode. So it's kind of nice to have my office phone system with me anywhere I take my iPad, and then the iPads are so nice and small and nimble and quick that I don't have to worry about boot up times or anything like I do on my laptops. It's as quick as using a telephone. So anyway, that's it for iPad and using the Avaya Flare as your office phone system phone on your iPad. Have a good day.